Hey everyone, I'm Noelle from YATTＡ BARRE, and this is a full body barre workout. All you'll need is a light set of weights, and if you don't have them, no worries. Check the description box, I've left some alternative suggestions. We will also need a floor space, such as a yoga mat. We are not going to use a bar support today, but don't you worry, the burn is still going to be big and we're going to get that yatta feeling. Alright, let's begin standing in our space. This time we want to walk our feet slightly wider than hip width, making sure the toes are forward. Check your alignment, shoulders stacked right at the top of those hips. We're going to begin with some big inhales and exhales. Arms come up, and exhale, press it down. Lift. Exhale, warming the body from the inside out today. Take this time to find your intention for your workout. Energy in both directions, pushing the arms down. Last one, inhale. On the next one, raise the heels, lift and lower. So we're coming into a parallel releve position. Keep the breath. Slow and control on the way down. Two more, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one, hold it at the top. Finding your balance. Shoulders pressed down, abs are in, quads are engaged, glutes are engaged. Balancing over the balls of the feet. Breathing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay, 5, 6, tall, 7, 8, 9, on 10. Slowly lower those heels, keep the arms faster. Good. On the bend, or on the down, we add a plie. So we lift and plie, lift and plie. Keep your breath. Channeling the energy all the way into the bloodstream as we produce fresh oxygen. Good. On this plie, the hips stay down, centered underneath ourselves. Heels are flat to the ground. Maybe feeling a stretch on the Achilles. Good. On the next one, hold the plie, take a little pulses, pulse, and pulse. Bring the hands to heart center. We're going to move this plie into a squat. Send the hips back. It's back for 2, all the way up to standing 2 counts. Squat for 2 and up. The difference between a squat and the plie is that now the hips go behind us, like we're going to sit into a chair. Monitor your range of motion here. We're still warming up. Sinking your weight back into the heels so much that you can wiggle those toes. Abs stay pulled up. One more slow. Good, we're going to add the arms. So they're down, and down, and keep perfect squat form. Taking some dynamic movement here. Good, hold your squat down. Bring those hands back to heart center. We're going to rotate through the spine. Elbow to knee, turning to the right, back to center. Now left. So nothing is moving from my waistline down to my legs. Good, rotate. Exhale as we twist, finding mobility throughout the spine. Good, last one. Bring it center, 10 little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Weight back, 5. Abs in 6, 7, 8, 9, on 10. Using the quads and the glutes and the hamstrings, bring yourself to standing. Toe heel your feet back together. I want you to find a first position now. Heels together, toes are apart. Arms up in inhale, down in exhale. Up for the inhale, down for the exhale. 2 more. We're going to repeat this series in our first position. All right, let's add the releve. Lift the heels up and lower with control. Inhale, lift. Squeezing through the glutes, squeezing through the inner thighs, keeping the legs rotated, knees over toes. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Shoulders down. Exhale, slowly lower. On the next one, hold it up. Think about your form. Stacking your spine nice and tall. Whoop. Checking your balance here. High through the arches. Hold for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on 10. Very slowly bringing yourself down. We take that plie. Arms up and plie. Up and plie. Hopefully you're feeling your muscles warm up now, responding to this movement. 2 more. Hold it low, little pulses here. Bringing those arms through to a first position. Keeping the demi-plie, we rotate through the spine. Rotate to the right, bring it back to center, left, over for 2. Good. Similar spinal rotation, but just in a different posture. 4 more. Shoulders stay down. Keeping your hip bones forward even as you rotate, twisting. Good. Last 2. 1 more. Hold here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on 10. Release slowly, squeeze to stand, turning those heels to a parallel position. Hands to the hips, bring those knees up. It's lift and lift. Arms extend out to the second. Palms forward for now. Give those jazz hands if you want. Add a pull, in and out, in and out. I want you to think that as the elbows drive into the rib cage, the upper back squeezes together, squeeze together. Good, keep lifting those knees, stack palm over palm. Try to replace your foot every time and have energy through pointing hard through the toes. I'm gonna face sideways so you can see having a nice tall posture. We're gonna add a little bit of an ab crunch. So we crunch, crunch. There's no force and it's not a big movement, but I want you to think about pulling the abs in like a little curl on the ground. Good, 4 more. Arms up. Keep lifting those knees nice and high. We take a full range. Down and up, down and up. Use your breath. Let's do 10. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Hopefully your heart is pumping a little bit faster. Come to one end of your space. Tuck your chin and slowly roll down. Allowing the body weight to just hang over. Bend your knees if you want a little bit more of a release on the back of the legs. Take a little bend down for 2. Stretch up for 2. Bend and stretch. 1 more. Good, and from here, bend yourself down and meet me in an all 4 position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Trying to find neutral spine. Puff out through the upper back. Pull the abs in here. Take a moment, checking your alignment. Cat and cow, take a big inhale, arch up. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Working on some spinal mobility. Finding a release. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Good. Finding your neutral spine. Tuck your toes underneath. We're gonna move into a little bit of a stability core work here. We're gonna lift up to bear. So we lift up, we hold, and we lower. Press and lift. Hold, and lower. It's very important that those knees are right underneath those hips. You're pushing the ground away with the upper body, trying to puff out through the upper back. There's a slight round in the lower half of the spine because the abs are pulling in. Lift and hold. On the next one, just lift and hold it up. Stay here for 2 big inhales. We breathe in, we exhale, we inhale, we exhale. Tap your right arm to your left knee. So we tap, place it back. Other side, it's tap, place it back. This is where the stability comes in. We don't want to swing from side to side. So you need to secure with the supporting arm, keeping the hips square and the abs pulled up. Good, kick it up to tempo. It's tap and tap. Imagine you had a bowl of water balanced on your back. Good, keep it up. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the right knee in and back. Left knee in and back. So now we're stabilizing through the supporting leg. Arms push away, take it tempo. Pull it in and in. 4 more, here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay here, tuck it under. 10 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On 10, step your feet back to plank. Lower your knees down to a modified position. Take a moment, adjust yourself, think about your form. Hips are pressed down. We have energy from the top of the head down to the tailbone. Abs are pulled in. Upper back is supported. Lift the knees up for 2, down for 2. Coming into your perfect plank form and lowering back down. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Hold your plank. Shoulder taps, right to left, it's tap and tap. Same idea we had in bear. Stay strong. Here's 4, 3, 2, knee repeaters, right knee in and out, in and out. 10 times for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, back on 10, tuck hand, 1, 2, tuck it under, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, on 10. Send the hips up and back, moving to a downward dog. Oh, take a stretch. Think about your triangle position here. Navel's all the way at the top tip. Driving your heels down, engage your quads. Shoulders are in position. Big inhale, in, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Finding your final focus and slowly walking those feet into the hands. Bending the knees if you need to. Grab opposite elbows, take a gentle swing. Releasing your hands, placing them on the ground. Bend your left knee, straighten your right. Left hand on the ground in front if you can reach. If you can, you can use a yoga block. Maybe place it on the top of your leg. And let's take a twist, reaching that your right arm up. Keep breathing, coming back to center. Switching sides. Exhale, twist. Good, bring yourself back to center. Softly bend your knees, keeping the weight forward in the balls of the feet. Pull through the navel, keeping the weight forward, roll up. Stacking spine over spine. Think about your hips, your shoulders, and then your head. All right, I hope you're feeling warm. We're gonna grab our weights and move into some upper body. All right, with your weights, we're gonna start in a parallel hip width position. I'm gonna face sideways so you have a better view of my arm movements. Softly bend the knees, hinge at the waistline, just enough that you can pull those arms in front of you, driving the elbows back. Take an extension, fully lengthening through those arms and the triceps behind you. Little combo to start. It's lift up, hold, 2 little lift and lift. Lift up, hold, little lift and lift. Hold it there. 2 little pumps up, lift, hold. Good, now same thing, we squeeze, in, hold. Little squeeze, squeeze in, hold. Squeeze, squeeze. Keeping the arms straight is absolutely vital in this position to properly target those triceps. 1 of each. Squeeze, hold, lift, hold. Squeeze, hold, lift, hold. Abs are pulled in, shoulders are down. Good. Hold your squeeze, just little pumps to the top, lift up. And up, straight arms for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, on 10. Slowly lower those arms. Bringing the palms facing you. We're gonna take a wide row, lifting up. for 2, and down for 2. Gaze out over top of your feet so that the neck stays nice and long. Good, and as we row, focus in on the upper back. Think about those shoulder blades coming together. Pull for 2, and down. One more, slow. Good, take it, tempo. Lift and lower, lift and lower. 2 more. On the next one, hold it at your highest point, little pulses up and up. Make sure your shoulders are pressed down. Catch the beat. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slowly lower down. Give yourself a nice big shoulder roll. Bringing your weights together, so you're sort of forming an O like this at the bottom. Shoulders down, we're gonna move through some ballet positions. Lift up to first, open to second, right arm to third, left arm to fourth, both arms to fifth, lower all the way down. Same thing, left side is lift to first, open to second, left to third, right to fourth, both to fifth, lowered all the way back down. Same thing, right side. And open, shoulders down. Think about the carriage of these arms, finding that perfect position, nice and slow. Good, left side is lift to first, open to second, left to third, right to fourth, up to fifth. Good, little bit faster, so it's first, second, third, fourth, fifth, bring it down again, it's first, second, third, fourth, fifth, bring it down from here, extending those arms out to first position, bringing them out to second. We're gonna drive the elbows into the ribcage. It's in and out. Good, palms face forward. Think about the upper back, think about pushing through those arms. Hold the elbows into the ribcage. Close the weights like you're driving a car. Lateral raise, it's up for 2 and down for 2. Good, making sure that your arms are 90 degrees. 2 more slow. Let's kick it up to tempo. It's lift and lower, lift and lower. Squeezing in on the way down, so there's force and effort both ways. 3 movements. It's little more, all the way up, big squeeze. It's 1, it's 2, it's 3, squeeze it in. 2 more. Up, up, up. Last one. At the bottom, pull the elbows in, palms up, serve it forward, pull it back. Serve it forward, pull it back. We want to make sure that there's no change in the upper body, so try not to lean or rock with it. Good, punching forward. Hold the arms out, lower them to chest height, bicep curl, extend, curl, extend. Good, thinking about that bicep, pulling those weights into the shoulders, squeeze. Little contraction, squeeze it in, squeeze it in. So there's just a little bit of this micro bend, and it's being initiated right from this bicep, squeeze, squeeze. Feeling the burn in the upper body, keeping those knees soft. Crisscross, slow, it's cross, cross. I want you to squeeze in at the chest muscles, right where that tank top line hits. Little faster, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Good, hold it here, open those arms back to a T, palms forward. Bend the arms to goalpost, shoulders down. Optional, hover the heels. We press up and up. You can see how small and controlled my movement is. If you're ready, you can lift those heels a little bit higher, staying on top, staying centered, staying balanced. Sculpting out those arms, 10 and we're done. Here's 1, 2, keep it small, 3, 4, you can do it, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Gently release. Give those shoulders a roll, set those weights down, and let's stretch it out. Hook that right arm across, pressing it in towards the body. Drop that shoulder. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Bringing the arm up and over. Hook the elbow now, driving those right fingertips down the spine. Open up the tricep. Try not to arch the back too much, keeping the rib cage closed. Taking a side bend. Open up the side of the body. Big inhale. and exhale. Bring yourself back up to center. Switching sides, hooking that left arm now, keeping the shoulder down. Stretch out that bicep. Big inhale. And exhale, hooking that arm. Reach around, grabbing that elbow. Gently apply pressure till you feel a stretch. Maybe take a little bit of a side bend. Big inhale. And exhale. Bringing yourself up. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Squeeze your shoulders, reaching the knuckles towards the ground. Just take a slight open of the chest, lifting the heart to the ceiling. Good, and release. Shake it out. All right, next up, let's get into those thighs. Let's begin our thigh work by standing with our feet heels together, toes apart, narrow V. Bring your hands to your hips. We're gonna take a 2-count plie. We bend down for 2, squeeze all the way up for 2. Coming to that starting position, I want you to feel like there's magnets between your inner thighs, feeling the legs rotate as you come up. External rotators kick in. 2 times, it's down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Good, hold it down, take little pulses, bringing those arms to a second position. Hold the pulse, right heel lifts up and down. Working on some ankle mobility, pushing over top of the arch. Hold it up, just pulse and pulse. Tracking that knee right over top of the toe. Lower the heel, we move to a curtsy lunge. It's back for 2 and forward for 2. Back for 2 and forward. Feel free to bring your hands to your hips if you want to check the alignment of the pelvis because we want those hips facing forward. On the next one, find your curtsy lunge. Stay low, square off those hips, pulse down, hold. Pulse down, hold. Try and keep the weight even. Hold it low, tuck your hips. Tuck and tuck. Hold the tuck, hands behind the head, right elbow to left knee for 2 and up for 2. Taking a little side twist here, working at your point of control. Exhale so you can find the energy and the rotation in the spine. One more. Stay tall, keep it here, press the right knee back and back. So from this position, I'm pressing my right knee. Open, open. 10 times, 1, 2, 3, keep it up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On 10, bring it back to center. We plie down for 2 and stretch for 2. Down, 2 counts, squeeze to stretch. We're gonna transition over to that left side. Good, 2 times. It's down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Hold it down, take little pulses down and down. Think about the upper body. It has energy, it has grace and posture. Hold the pulse, lift the left ankle, or left heel, up and down. Feeling yourself work through the feet, pushing into the toes. Hold it up, little pulses down and down. Use your external rotators, think about your hips. Place the heel down, we transition, curtsy back for 2 and forward for 2. Hands to your hips if you want some guidance here, making sure your alignment's correct. On the next one, let's hold that curtsy. Take a quick second, find your posture, lock yourself into place. Pulse down and hold. Pulse down and hold. Stay low, tuck it under, tuck and tuck. Good, you should feel these thighs really lighting up now. Tuck and tuck. Hold the tuck, bring the hands behind the head, left elbow to right knee, drive it down for 2 and up for 2, down. And as you curve down, I really want you to think about pulling the navel all the way in. Take it down And 2 more. Good, hold it up, press that left knee back, and back. 10 times, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, on 10, bringing yourself back to that first position, pulse down and hold. Let's catch that beat. Pulse down, hold. Pulse down, hold. Good, arms up, take a tempo, pulse, and pulse. Keeping the heels connected, stay on the ground, open up those knees, pull the abs in, squeeze the glutes, hold it low, 10 tucks, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Stand up, release that position, give your legs a shake, bring it down to the ground, let's head right into that second thigh. I'll face on the diagonal so you can see me best. Taking a seat, this is my favorite thigh exercise ever. Make a fist, place it between your thighs. So it's very important, we want that hip width apart, and then right underneath us, the toes are in line, so keep them separated behind you. Let's bring the hands to the hips. Taking a tuck underneath, I want you to just hover off of those heels. Tuck it under, tuck, and tuck. There is no way around this big burn. We are going to pack it in here. Mighty movements, keeping them small and controlled. Arms forward, tuck it, under, hold. Tuck, tuck, hold. Now if you sit a little bit higher, it will make some of this a bit easier, but I want you to challenge yourself today. What's important is that we don't lean forward. We want to keep the shoulders right over top of the hips. That's where that body weight comes into play. Combo. Tuck, tuck. Little lift and lower. Tuck, tuck, hold. Little lift and lower. Tuck, tuck, hold. Little lift and lower. One more. Tuck, tuck, hold. Little lift and lower. Hands behind the head. Take a circle here. I want you to actively open up those elbows. Reverse. Like you're hula hooping here. Good. Arms up. Little pulse hold. Pulse hold. Pulse hold. All right, moving to the end. Take it faster. Pulse, 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 pulse. Keep breathing. Put a smile on your face. Do it with me. Here you go. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Ooh, I felt that, and I'm sure you did too. All right, spin yourself around. Allow those thighs to totally release, and let's take a stretch. Stepping forward with that right foot, hand on either side, wiggle yourself into a low supported lunge. Big inhale. And exhale. We gave those thighs a quick burst. Now we get to release and stretch it out. On the next inhale, bringing yourself up. Hands to the top, square off your hips. Right hip back, left hip forward. Energy into that front heel. On your next inhale, arms up. Reaching the right arm to the ground, side bend, left arm up and over. Good, bringing yourself back to center, hands on either side. Tucking the left toe, extend up into a runner's lunge. To deepen that stretch, if this is too much, keep the knee down. Good, gently bringing the knee back down, right arm up and over, reach to grab that foot carefully, pull heel to seat. Oh, this will feel nice. Anchor your shoulders so you can square off, pressing your hips down. Big inhale, and exhale, release, shift your weight back, flexing the front foot. Keeping the hips square again, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, forward fold, chest over top of the thigh.
It's also about trying to be great, right? Do let the failure scare you away. I know you fed up, you fall, get up, it's all in us.
And rolling up through the spine, use your hands. Swing that leg around, stepping forward with the left leg now. Shift your weight forward, find your low lunge, making sure that left knee is over the ankle, behind the toe. Big inhale, arms up to the leg. Square off your hips, left back, right forward. Keep pressing yourself down nice and low. Inhale, arms up. Reaching the left arm down, side bend, up and over. Bringing your arms back, tucking that right toe, extend up to a full runner's lunge. Breathe through. Gently dropping that knee. Reach around with the left arm down, grabbing the right toe. Pulling your heel a little bit closer for a stretch. Anchor your shoulders forward. Driving that right hip down.
Songs for anybody, yeah, who feels like I did, never the cool kid. This song's for anybody who fought their way through, always remain true. This song's for anybody.
And release. Shifting back. Left leg is straight and flex. Big inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Open up the hamstring. Good. Shift your weight forward over top of the left foot, bringing the right leg to a standing staggered stretch. Reaching long. If you can't touch the ground, bring your hands to the thigh. Trying to square off those hips. Long angle down. Reaching the forehead out over top of the toe. Good. And rotate yourself around. Spinning so that your right leg is in front. Square off your hips. Inhale and exhale, forward fold. And just a quarter turn so that your feet can go into a little bit of a wider stance. Opening them out, bend your knees if you need to. Hold on underneath the ankles. And lengthen through the spine, pulling yourself through. Big inhale. Exhale, softly bend your knees. Slowly rolling up. Bringing yourself back to the top. All right, let's move into the booty. Meet me on the ground. Let's head into some glute work. Coming into a tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. Be very aware that the chin stays lifted off of the chest, so your gaze is out over top of the fingertips, which will help keep your spine in line, puff out through the upper back. Pull your abs in. We're gonna start with that right foot. Pull your heel to your seat, point your toe. Open to a fire hydrant. It's open for 2 and close for 2. So first up is the outside of that right glute. You're only opening it to your point of control. So a lot of times what can happen is people wanna lean over towards their right side to sort of compensate to open this leg a little bit wider, but I need you to push into this right arm so you're counterbalancing your weight. And even if your leg only opens 45 degrees, perfect. Keep it there. Good, we take it tempo, so lift and lower, lift and lower. No momentum here, there's still total control. Good. 3 lifts, 1 lower. Up, 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 lower, down. Good. 3 stages like you're climbing a ladder. 2 more. On the next one, hold your highest lift. Little pulses up. Big transition, big movement here. Let's take it slow to start. We wrap it around behind us. Lengthen it out. Rotate, parallel. Pull it back in, hydrant out. Attitude back. Lengthen and rotate parallel. Good, 2 more. Feeling the movement here. Last one, open out. Attitude behind. Lengthen, rotate parallel, keep it here. Now, in a new position, parallel, leg is behind us, toe is pointed, knee faces the ground. Puff out through the upper back. Squeeze the abs. Squeeze your right booty. We're gonna rainbow the right leg behind us. Over to the left and back. Parallel. Rainbow. So imagine your toes are tracing a rainbow. I'll spin to give you a little bit of a different look. Over and back. Over and back. Good. Keep it up. Last rainbow. Hold it here. Take medium-sized circles around. Around. The knee is all the way straight. Reverse. Good. Little lift up, hold. Lift up, hold. If you want a little bit of a challenge here, take off the left hand, place it behind the head. Lift up and hold. Lift up and hold. Good. Little lifts. Up, 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 up. Little pumps, tiny, tiny little movements. Squeeze from the glute. Good. Keep pumping, bend the knee, pulse it up. It's up, 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 up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Gently release. Come to all fours. Let's just take some circles in the hips. Loosen up the lower back. Add the rib cage. Kind of create and be open with your movement here. And reverse. If you're having any discomfort in the wrists in a tabletop position and you have your weights nearby, feel free to hold on to your weights. So you're almost like in a fist towards the ground so that the wrist stays in one long line versus a flexion. All right, and you can stretch out your wrists if you like. Be gentle. All right, here we go. I'm gonna spin myself around. And let's head into that left side. So find your perfect tabletop form, pulling the abs in and away from the ground, navel's nice and tight, strong in the upper back, gaze out over top of the fingertips, bending your left heel to your seat, point your toe, we open 2 counts, it's open for 2 and close for 2. You might find that one side is stronger than the other, so no judgment. This is your chance to work on evening it out. Good. Single counts. It's lift and lower. Lift and lower. 3 open, 1 close. It's lift, 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 and lower. Lift, 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 and lower. Good. On the next one, hold your highest point of control. Take little lifts here. Nice and slow. Let's move into that combo. We drive back for 2, extend for 2, rotate parallel, pull the knee in. Good. Open for 2, back attitude for 2, lengthen for 2, parallel for 2, pull it in. Good. Find your flow. Find your positions. Pushing into that left arm. Making sure you're not arching through the back. Abs stay in control. Good. Let's do 1 more. Hold it parallel. Think about your new position. Puff out through the upper back. Pull the core together. Big inhale and exhale. Let's rainbow that left foot over for 2 and back for 2. Sorry, I'll just adjust myself. I'm hitting my things. Good.
Let me tell you, you are everything you are. Losing my words, I don't know where to stop.
Squeezing the inner thighs together when you rainbow up, crossing it back. 2 more. Good. On the next one, hold it behind you. Take your medium circles around. Leg is all the way straight. Good reverse. Hold it here. Lift up and hold. Lift up and hold. Option to take that balance challenge. Bringing that right arm behind the head, elbow wide. Lift up and hold. Up and hold. Good. Take it tempo, pulse and pulse. Reaching that left leg long, knee faces the ground. Lower back is supported by pulling the abs in. Maybe even tuck the tailbone. Work against your resistance. Bend the knee, point the toe, quick pumps. Up, 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 up. Good, 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release down. Open your knees, sit back to child's pose. Take a release. Good, rolling up through the spine. We're gonna finish with one final glute series before we take a bit of a stretch. Lie yourself back on the mat. Feet will be hip width apart in parallel. Find your alignment. So you're nice and long, the head is rested, there's space underneath the neck, and there's space underneath your lower back. Hands pushing into the ground. I want you to inhale, and then I want you to connect with your pelvic core, pressing your lower abs down, imprinting your lower back in towards the mat. Squeeze your glutes and hover to lift your tailbone off of the ground. Stay here. 2 counts, we lift to bridge. Push up to bridge, we lower to hover. Lift to bridge, lower to hover. As you're lifting up to bridge, I want you to think that your knees are pushing out over top of your toes. Good, hold the hover. We lift up 1, up 2, up 3, hover down on 4. Up 1, up 2, up 3, hover 4. 3 stages, good. On the next one, hold all the way up. Just lift up, hold, pump up, hold. Tiny little extra squeeze to the top. Hold at the top. I want you to rise all the way up onto your tippy toes, lifting the heels, lifting the hips a little bit higher. Keep the chin off the chest, tuck your hips, tuck and tuck. A little faster. It's tuck, 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 tuck. Hold it here. Knees squeeze, close and open, close and open. Inner thighs totally light up here. Zip it up. Hold your knees close together. Just squeeze in and in like you're pinching your inner thighs. Lower abs pull in 2. 5 more for 6, 7, 8, 9, on 10. Separate your knees, lower your heels. Lengthen your legs out and then open them to mat width apart. Flex your feet, keeping your hips lifted. We hover and lift. Down 1, up 1, down 1, up 1. So now we're in a wide turned out stance. Heels are down, toes are lifted. You're gonna feel this in the outer glutes, changing the muscles, giving us some awesome shape in our rear end. Hold it up. We tuck right and left, right and left. Hold your hip center, press the knees, back and hold. Back and hold. Pressing the hips nice and high. Pull your toes back. Dig your heels into the ground. Take it back to the tempo, back and back. Good, best 10, we finish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slowly release, rolling down through the spine. Pull your knees into your chest, give yourself a nice big hug. Good, stay here. Cross your right foot over top of your left. Bending your left knee into your chest. Hook it underneath the thigh. Taking a figure 4. You can lengthen that top leg up if you want to increase that stretch. Good, and release. Switch sides, crossing the left leg over top. Bending that right knee in towards your chest. Pressing that left leg open. Extending it out if you want to deepen the stretch. Good, rock and roll yourself to a seated position. Extend those legs all the way out. Take a big inhale. Exhale, forward fold, stretching over top. Finding a release in the hamstrings. Slowly rolling up through the spine. And let's take it into our core work. All right, we're heading into our last big push of this workout. Finding our powerhouse. Take a seat on your mat. Feet are gonna be hip width apart and parallel. Please grip underneath your thighs. Big inhale, sit up nice and tall, and then exhale, tuck the tailbone, pull the abs in, bring your waistband down in towards your mat. Finding a supported C-curve position. Keeping the arms on the legs for now. We round back for 2 and up for 2. We're going a little bit lower and then coming up to where we started. So refrain from sitting up all the way tall. We want to keep our abs constantly engaged. Take a peek down in your stomach and try to visually and mentally and physically flatten it out and see your goals in this work. The sweat is a real thing happening right here. Good, adding the arms. As we come, we lift. We round backwards and lift. Keeping your toes and your feet planted on the ground. Inhale up. Exhale lower. One more. Good. Holding it here. I have option to keep the arms lifted or grab back on. Just tuck and tuck. Good, hold it, tuck arms forward, tuck, open, tuck, close, tuck, open, tuck, close. Adding just a little bit of coordination with the upper body. Provides a little bit of a distraction. Hold it close 2 times, tuck, tuck and hold, take it back an inch, up an inch. Tuck, tuck and hold, take it back an inch, up an inch. Tuck, tuck, hold, little back, little up. One more. Good, stay here. Rotate to the right, grabbing on the outside of the thigh. Exhale, round down a little bit deeper. Think about working in this diagonal over top of that right leg. Don't need to twist too far yet. From here, take it back and up. Little back, little up. Loose grip. If you're ready for that challenge, reaching those arms out. Good, tuck it under, tuck and tuck. Exhale with your movement. Dig deep as it becomes tough and that burn gets big. Think about those changes. Hold the tuck, we rotate right, twist, twist. Maybe reaching those arms a little bit higher. Good, 4 more. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself back. Rotate left, hands to the outside. We move back an inch, up an inch. Catch the beat, back and up. Poking the navel, in. Good. Hold it back, tuck and tuck. Reaching those arms long. You'll never know until you try, so take those challenges today. When it gets to be too much, come back to that starting position. Even if you just need to hold still, big inhales and big exhales, as long as you maintain this contraction, it's gonna happen through muscle memory, it's gonna happen through strength increasing. Hold your tuck, twist, twist. Wringing out your waistline. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it forward. Lift those arms a little higher. Tuck and tuck. Sing back a little bit lower. Reach those arms a little bit higher. We do 10 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slowly lie back. I'm gonna spin myself sideways now. Feet are flat, head is rested. Reaching your hands towards your ankles, palms down. Take an inhale. On the exhale, curling the upper body, lifting high. Start with an inhale, pump. Exhale, pump. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Lifting those shoulder blades high, chin off the chest. Good, stay here. We go to the right for 2 and center. To the left for 2 and center. So you're taking a little bit of a side crunch, reaching your fingertips towards or past that ankle. Single it out, it's right and center, left and center. 2 to the right, pulse right and pulse left. Feeling the obliques. We single it out. It's right to left. We can speed it up. Faster, smaller. Right, left. Here's 1, 2, breathing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release. Bringing your legs up to the ceiling. Reaching your arms towards your toes. Big inhale. On the exhale, curl the upper body. We lift upper body and lower body. Upper body, lower body. Lift, tuck, lift, tuck. A little bit faster, lift, tuck, lift, tuck. Here we go. Both half same time. It's lift and tuck, lift and tuck. Exhale, exhale. Option to grab underneath the thighs if you need a little bit of support here. Try to eliminate rocking. Stay in total control. 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lower abs, 7, 8, 9, this is it, 10. And release, lengthen your arms and legs long in opposite directions. Whew. And let it all shake out. Let's rotate over onto your belly for a stretch. Placing your forearms down, or rather start on your stomach, hands underneath the shoulders. Take an inhale and an exhale, and then on the next inhale, lengthen up, coming to a baby cobra, or you can take a full extension. Feeling a good stretch on the front of the stomach. And release down. Take another big inhale. Pressing up. Good, and releasing back down. Full palm over palm, rest your head on your hands. Taking an inhale, lengthen the upper and lower body off of the mat. Find a position where you can just hover, keeping a natural breath. Elbows are lifted. Reaching the toes long behind you, clap the feet. Clap, 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 clap. Not about height. Think about a nice long line. Good, hold the feet there, 10 little lifts with the upper body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release, pushing yourself up to all fours. Cat and cow, inhale, arch looking up. Exhale, round, pull chin to chest, tuck your chin. And your tailbone, inhale, arch looking up. And round back. Good, finding a neutral spine. Have a seat on your mat. Let's take a stretch. Lengthen your left leg out, bend your right leg in, putting the sole of the foot in towards your thigh. Sitting up nice and tall. Big inhale, reach up and over with that right arm. Side bend towards the left. Think about really opening up the side of the body, looking underneath this right arm. At the same time you're reaching this way, think about driving your hip and your knee down towards the ground. Good, take a little breath coming up, and then I just want you to rotate through the pelvis, square up those shoulders. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, forward reach. You're gonna feel this creep more into the lower spine. Good, and rolling up. Switching sides, right leg out, left leg bends in. Sitting up nice and tall, reaching that left arm out, up and over, side bend. Keeping the shoulders forward, look up underneath that left arm. Good, sitting up nice and tall. Square up those shoulders, arms come up, and lean forward out over top. Rolling up through the spine. Lengthen both of your legs out just to your point of control, trying to keep the legs open and the hips down. Take a big inhale and exhale. Just walk yourself forward, finding a point of a comfortable stretch. Take a few big inhales and exhales, and every time you exhale, feel free to walk yourself a little bit closer. Rotate, opening up those inner thighs back. You can point through the feet if you'd like. And slowly bring yourself back up. Close your legs in front of you. Take a final inhale, sitting up nice and tall. And exhale, forward fold. Last stretch here, reaching the energy long. Being proud of your workout today. Any of those challenges you took, good for you. If you saw any moments of weakness or shaking, view it as a sign of change and a chance to better yourself for the next workout. Rolling yourself up. And give yourself a nice big hand. It has been so much fun working out with you today. If you want to join the YATTＡ BARRE community, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and we're right here on YouTube. Subscribe to support my channel, and I look forward to seeing you next time.